welcome back to The Sauce with Kenzie Taylor, me. And today I have a special guest, Coco Lovelock. She is an adult film star and a little spinner. So cute. Hi, Coco.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Here, let's cheers with your awesome cup. I don't know if you've seen the logo on it, but it's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, I'll get some wine tumblers made. They're pretty cool.
Wait, we gotta have it.
So, what is the funniest thing that's happened to you lately?
Oh.
And we can say there's no like limits. You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah. We've talked about gaping assholes on here before and many different things. So.
Okay. Well, this is just like, it was one of my first shoots. It wasn't lately, but this is like all I can think of. Yeah. I went to do a squirting scene. And the night before I drank 2 bottles of Baileys thinking it was like liquor. Like I can drink it like vodka. Yeah. And the next day I was like sick because it obviously is all cream and fucking sugar. Yeah. And so I had really bad diarrhea. And then I get to set and they're like, hey, we hear you can squirt, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, yeah. They're like, why don't you squirt during this thing? I'm like, okay. And so I get on top of the guy and I go to squirt and I just hear cut. And they're like, I'm like, wait, what happened? And I was on my period too, so I didn't know if there was like blood or whatever. Yeah. And I'm just like, the director starts laughing and hands me a whole bunch of baby wipes. He's like, you got to see this shit. Oh, fuck. And then I'm like, oh my God, no. The guy gets up and he's like, if it's just blood, like, it's fine. Like, and then I push him down, I'm like, no, do not look. And I have to wipe him up like a baby. Oh, God. It was so,
Yeah, you know what's funny is I had an embarrassing thing too, but no one's seen it, thank God. But one time I did this scene when I was first starting like anal and stuff, which was probably about my 2nd, 3rd year in porn. And I was training with the plugs on set before we were about to do stills and then video. So I'm on the floor and I'm, putting the butt plugs in, stuff like that. Everything's good. I do an enema. Everything's clear. And then I put the biggest one in, and then I go to take it out, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like, kind of like trying to gape it, and like pushed, and it was like, and and just like shot out on the floor, like literally like sprayed. Oh my God. I was like, oh fuck. I didn't want anyone to like see. I was so embarrassed. I grabbed a bunch of baby wipes and I was like wiping it up. They're like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm good. I'll be right there.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I was fine after that though. Like that was, I guess, the rest that needed to come out. But that was embarrassing, so I can't imagine doing it on someone.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to cry. And the next day I worked with the same director, and during Pretty Girls, he was like playing songs about shit the whole time.
Oh my God. You're like, what the hell? Yeah. Oh, I was teasing you.
So good. We love him.
So you've been in the industry for a year now?
Yeah, in I think September, it'll be 2 years since I like officially signed, but I did my first scene in November or December.
What was your very first scene?
It was a casting couch with Team Skeet with Bobby Beefcakes, the one who actually shot the one where I shit on the guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love Bobby.
Was it a good experience, your first shoot?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. He had shot my ex at the time, and that's how he actually got to know I was in the industry, because my ex was on set with him and was like, hey, you should shoot my girlfriend. Yeah. And so they got me for the casting couch. It was a lot of fun. I was like so excited. I was like, I was in hair and makeup. Like, I was like, yeah, I got waxed a few days ago.
Were you nervous?
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, my God. I was so nervous when I started. Yeah.
Well, I did, like, OnlyFans and stuff before.
Oh, okay.
So, like, my pussy was already on the internet.
Yeah. So you're like, it's no different. I'm just doing it for professional companies now. Yeah. Got it. It's weird, though. Like, I stripped for a very, very long time. But then, starting porn, like, my first shoot, I was so nervous. Like, I guess I wasn't nervous per se about, like, the actual sex, but it was just like not knowing, you know how we have to open up and do all these like different things that you don't do in your, you know, real time, off camera time. So I'm just like trying to figure out like, what do I need to do to make sure it's good? And I was just so nervous, but it was directed by Mike Quasar, and then the talent was Mark Wood. So it was, it was honestly one of the greatest times in my career, because it just was so smooth, and I was with two awesome dudes. So I love Mike Quasar.
Oh my gosh!
Shout out to Quasar. What's up?
Quasar's the best.
He's hilarious. So if you're in a relationship, how do you manage to do that by being in the industry?
Well, before it was, my ex was in the industry as well. Mm-hmm. And so it's like we're both kind of fucking whoever. And then at the time, he didn't want to do content with anybody besides each other. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, yeah, we're still fucking on camera, but we're coming back to each other. Plus, like, sex off camera, I feel it's different. It is,
yeah. I mean, you're not worried about what it's gonna look like for millions of people. Yeah. you're just like, whatever. I'm in my pajamas and I'm ripping them off and we're fucking. Like, you don't have to like worry about everything. That's cool. Have you ever tried dating anyone that's not in the industry?
I've been talking to somebody, and I mean, he's fine with it. He because he knows like, oh, whatever he can't give me, I can go get on set, because he's like, oh, one day you want to go fuck this kind of guy, when, like, whatever, go on set, go record content.
That's so cool. Yeah. He's like, okay, kind of like your little cheerleader.
Yeah,
that's cool. So there's like a lot of trust there, I guess. You probably have a lot of communication too.
Yeah, and then he's allowed to have his little roster too of like
girls. So it's kind of like an open relationship.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like that. I like that for you.
We love that so much.
Now you're tuning into the sauce. And we're gonna whisper. So when did you sign with Motley? Was that right away, or?
Yeah, that was my first agency I signed with. It was
so lucky. I didn't have a good experience with that at first, but I love being with them.
No, Motley's the best.
Yeah. I love that they care about like our brand and stuff like that, and they're always like, hey, you know, Dave always says, come do a photo shoot, and you know, stuff like that. It's just really cool. Like they constantly want to have us doing things and everything.
Yeah, asking you how your OnlyFans is going.
Yeah, it feels like a little family.
It does. Motley definitely is
a little fucked up family.
A little fucking family.
Yeah, literally fucking. So, have you ever won an award yet, or were you nominated this year?
I was nominated for I think 5 Avian Awards my first year.
That's awesome. Do you know what they are?
It was Best Boy Girl, Best Three-Way, Best New Starlet, Best Niche Series, and then Best Newcomer for AVN, like the fan vote one.
Yeah.
And then for XBiz, it was Best Newcomer that I was nominated for.
For anyone that doesn't know, AVN is like the Oscars, but for porn. And the first 3 awards that she just said, being a newcomer and being nominated for those, like the sex scenes and everything, as well as Best New Starlet and stuff like that, is a huge accomplishment. So just being nominated, it's an honor, and it's a big deal, and I think you're awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I always tell everybody, I was like, I fucking love Coco. So, yeah. I remember when I first met Coco, I was at the Motley party, and I'm like, hi. And I was like, I just want to pick you up. And I'm like, picking you up. And you were drunk, and you were like, this is fun.
6'5".
Yeah, it was hilarious. Does that bother you when people always talk about like how tiny you are? Or have you kind of just like...
I don't
enjoyed
care.
it.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't care. It's fine. I do want to start doing like more roles that aren't teen roles, and like showing off the fact that I look younger. That'd be nice. Yeah. But like, I mean, I get it. I look young. I'm gonna always have those roles. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, unfortunately, I feel like when we get stuck in a certain category, you're there for a while, and it takes a while to burst through, but you're going to, don't worry. This girl's gonna be a star.
Gonna be a star.
Gonna make you a star. I feel like I was actually telling Christian, the audio tech, I was telling him this before he got here. I'm like, she does not like sensual scenes. Like, she wants a scene where you're like throwing her across the room.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I directed a scene recently for a thing that I'm doing, and Coco was the first person that I shot. It was her, and she did a boy girl, and it was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
With Alex Jones, by the way. Alex, you're awesome. But you were fucking amazing. Like, my site's called Filthy Girls, and like, this girl is fucking filthy, okay? Like, it was so good. It was amazing, but he was just like picking you up and stuff, and you're just like, ah! Like, it was like a demon came out or something, and it was just like taking over you. But I loved every minute of it. It was great
during that scene.
Yeah. So, do you get bored though when you do sensual stuff? Like,
I do.
Kind of like the scene you had to do with Tommy for Deranged, the loving scene.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Was it hard to do that?
I mean, it was fine, but it's just like, I don't know, saying love to somebody too. Like, until recently, like saying love to somebody, I could not do. And so, like, I think like in the scene, I was like, olive juice. But it worked out for the scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like couldn't do it. I can do more sensual, like, fucking in a sense, but it's like, I'll be like just sitting there like, how long has this been going? They're like, oh, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it feels like 30. Like,
that's like softcore.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They're like, we only need like 15 minutes, 12 minutes of softcore. It feels like 45.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. For anyone that doesn't know what softcore is, it's the porn that gets sold to like hotels and stuff like that, and it just doesn't show any type of penetration. So, yeah, that's what softcore is.
So I'm trying to like drink not in the mic. So
oh, no, you're
like,
fine. Some people like that, you know? Like,
oh, that's true.
Would you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, recently I haven't been like going out like as much, but that's just because I don't know. I don't like a lot of people in the industry. We'll be honest. So I don't like a lot of people in the industry.
Yeah, you run into. I think that's entertainment in general. Like, there's, you know what I mean. There's good people, and there's people that still, are working on stuff in their journey.
Yeah. Like,
nobody's perfect anyway, but yeah, I know what you mean for sure. I have a lot of friends that are not in the industry, so. Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, definitely. And doing stuff I've been doing that, like people that aren't in the industry or like just doing things that aren't involved in industry work. Because then, I don't know, it makes you like more excited to hang out with those people or to go do those things rather than feeling like, oh, it's starting to feel like it actually is a job rather than like going to work and it being like fun. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but me, like, I don't like talking about porn 24/7.
Yeah.
Like 24/7 every day. Like, I don't want to talk about it 24/7. Like,
yeah,
I do like other things. Like, I have hobbies.
Yeah, exactly.
I am a human. Yeah. I'm not just a sex toy, okay? Yeah. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets really, like, I've been trying to, like, go to the beach, start painting again. Like,
oh, painting?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I used to paint like all the time, but
that's really cool. Are you like really good at it, or are you like learning?
I'm like learning.
Yeah.
I like how you said that. Are you like good learning? At it? Are you learning?
She's working on it. Okay.
She's working on it.
Yeah.
Work in progress.
She'll be Van Gogh soon.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. What hobbies do you have though besides painting, going to the beach? What do you like to do?
Just sit at home and watch Netflix, like just sit and relax and like organize shit, and I don't know.
Yeah. What do you like to organize?
other people's shit.
Yeah?
Like, because I like seeing, so I've been cleaning, I've been staying with, like, a few roommates, and so I've been, like, cleaning and, like, organizing stuff.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Like, you never know what you're gonna find, because it's other people's stuff, and I was like, ooh, that's interesting, a letter from their grandma, and fucking 3 years ago, let me see what they were doing then. It's really nosy, it's really bad.
You're like, I need to know what's going on in your life, even though I don't really know you that well, but I'm gonna check this out.
It's like, I'm gonna find out.
What does grandma have to say?
What does grandma have to say about you? Oh, grandma didn't like you to stay?
Yeah.
I don't like
She's
you
upset.
today.
So I found this letter. Your grandma was very upset 3 years ago. What's that about?
What's that about? Did you ever reconnect with your grandma?
Yeah. It almost sounds like you like housekeeping in a way.
Yeah.
Like that would be a cool job for you.
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
You should do the company Alfred. You know what that is?
Mm-mm.
It's almost like Uber in a way, but it's a company where they can do like handiwork. You can hire like housekeeping, stuff like that, and people will come and you pay them per hour.
Oh
it's pretty cool.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Especially because it's just like people have such cool things, or like even like statues, or like just seeing what everybody's like collected.
Yeah.
And it's like cool. It's really fucked though. It's like really nosy and weird.
Do you like really deep clean? Like you're getting in there with like Q-tips and everything?
Yeah. I watch videos on YouTube. It's like carpet cleaning.
Yeah.
Or, like, I'd love to do it. Get me a toothbrush and just go in between them tiles.
I'll have to ask you what's something good to use on carpet to clean it because,
Oh, yeah.
my dogs have ruined some carpets.
I just use spot cleaner or vinegar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, vinegar works really good, and it helps get the smell out. You do have like a vinegary smell, but vinegar is like...
It doesn't change the color of the carpet? Oh, that's great. Thanks. I just learned something new, and so did you guys. Do you have a favorite porn star?
Of course it's you.
Oh, shut up. Who is it?
No, but I do really like shooting with you because you actually like girls.
I'm super gay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pansexual, but yes, I really, really, really love women.
So, in that, a lot of girls don't like girls in the industry, so it's really awkward to shoot with them.
Yeah, because it's awkward just because you know they don't like it, but also because it's like, oh, God, this sucks. Like, it doesn't feel good at all.
Like, and it's like, look at my labia majora.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not in the right area. What's happening there?
Move up to the side just a little bit. You're doing great, sweetie.
So if you had to pick, who else do you like?
Out of the girls.
Out of anybody. Just anyone.
Tommy Pistol, Isaiah Maxwell, and Nathan Bronson.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Tommy Pistol, Isaiah Maxwell, and Nathan Bronson. They're all awesome, so you guys should go look at their stuff on Pornhub.
They're amazing. Isaiah's like...
He's one of the most sensual people. Like,
he's so sweet.
But he's rough.
Oh,
but he's sensual, and it's so sexy.
Yeah, he can, like, fuck you rough.
I love his smile, too. I always tell him that. His smile brightens up the room. I love it.
He's so sweet. And
he really is.
So fucking funny.
I know. He's actually going to be on my podcast
oh my god!
in a couple of weeks.
That's going to be so good.
I
would like to just be here and watch.
I could tell you what day and what time, and you can come if you want.
Oh my god, I would love to.
Yeah, you could just sit over there and have a drink and watch the whatever the hell happens.
Have a live audience.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be funny. I feel like the whole time we're just going to be laughing our asses off.
Yeah, that's going to be so good.
Him and I do these weird, like, imitations with our voices.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know how he was carrying you and deranged, and he's like, I'm going to put you in the toilet. Like,
I'm going to put acid in you.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell?
It's so good. It was so good.
What, I'm trying to find an interesting thing to ask you because I really want to get to know you on a deeper level.
Wow. You and everybody else.
That's why everyone right here is watching and listening. They want to know. They want to know. Okay, so let's see. What do you think it takes to be a porn star? Can anyone do it? Or, you know, what do you think? Can anyone do it, or is it like you know if you got it, basically.
I think it's you know if you got it. I mean, there's girls coming in and out all the time. It's because they don't have a thick skin. They think, I don't know, say like they can't handle comments online, things that people are saying to them on set, even if it's just like little critiques. And then they also, I mean, I think just like the fact like girls can't mentally handle like having sex in front of other people and it being put online. Yeah, it's just like their own demons. Yeah, like they can't handle that, like knowing that their body is gonna be on the internet forever.
Yeah, like there's things that aren't healed. Like maybe there's trauma there that's not healed. Yeah, I feel like you have to have a certain mental strength, I guess, in a way, to be able to be in the industry. Because if you have tons of trauma that you're not healed from, and especially if it's sexual abuse trauma or anything like that, and you try to come into, you know, a sex industry, that can be very triggering and, you know, really upset someone. Yeah. And you never want that to happen, so.
Yeah, definitely. And then I feel like, I mean, if you're not a nice person and you're just like, you're not gonna fucking last in this industry. You can't come in here and be a fucking cunt. Like, I mean, there's some.
You're like Kermit the Frog. That's none of my business. What? Do you like to travel?
I used to like travel just like in like the U.S., but I've never been out. But I would love to.
Okay. Where have you been in the U.S. that you've really liked?
South Carolina is really nice. Like the waters are really warm. And then Montana is really pretty. Actually, I want to go up there and like shoot some outdoors content.
Yeah, because it's just so like open and bare. Like there's a long distance between people, like their houses and stuff and properties.
Yeah, and it's so pretty. I mean, like there's actual like, I don't know, shit you can do like outside rather than just like concrete. Like, because I lived in Montana for a little bit. Yeah. And it's just so nice. There's just mountains and hills and rivers and lakes. You can go ride like ATVs and like go do like all this stuff. Go fishing.
I love outdoor stuff. Yeah. When you lived, how long did you live there?
I think like 2 years when I was little. I lived in Missoula, Montana, and Whitefish.
Was it awkward because there were probably a lot of like country folks there?
Well, before I lived in
Or is that a myth?
There's a lot of country people out there. Before then, I used to live in Kentucky, and I was like in kindergarten, and so I picked up a country accent. Yeah. And so I had it in Kentucky and Montana, and then I came and I moved to Vegas, and I had a country accent and got made fun of. So that's why I have my Valley Girl accent, because I tried to overcorrect when I was little.
Wow, that's
by
interesting.
Watching movies, yeah.
So does it just naturally flow now that you talk like that so much, or is it like you're really trying?
No, I can just naturally. I can just naturally do it. Okay. I don't have to like try to correct it, but when I get angry,
it comes out.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Like what's one line that you really say when you get mad that's funny?
Oh, fuck. Oh, let me think. I'm like, what can I say that's like?
You can say anything. Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, I said, you're a fucking idiot.
Idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
Have you watched that show on Netflix called Inventing Anna? Oh my gosh, you should watch that. It's funny. The way that she talks with her voice, I wish that I could do that like as an impersonation, because it's just this weird little thing that she does. It's
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, it's really good. What did you do before you got in the industry?
I was doing OnlyFans and working at a mortgage company.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you were like an office girl?
Yeah, I was an office girl. I was head of funding.
Did you have your own office, or was it like a cubicle?
I had a cubicle, and my whole team was beside me. So
that's so cute. Yeah. Did you have to like dress up in business attire?
Not me, because everybody loved me there.
You're like, nope, I wore pajamas.
I would wear like really slutty clothes. Oh my gosh, wait, I actually got some. Hold on, this picture the other day. I dressed up.
Let me show you.
I dressed up for our Halloween costume competition as a one-night stand. So I don't know. You guys probably can't see
I
it.
wish everyone could see that photo.
I can like send it to you, so if you want to put it in post.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But so I had like a box that was a dresser, and I had underwear on like the handle. I had
tissue for the for the cum.
Yeah. I had a bottle of Tito's. I had Viagra, and then I had a lampshade as a hat. And
Who made that?
I did.
You did it by yourself?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I won most creative, but I didn't win the best one. So.
Oh, well, that's dumb. Who won the best one?
I don't even remember. I just remember going with the CEO after and going to the bar, and he's like, honestly, I was the one who got to decide who it was, creative or best dress. He was like, but everybody heard me talking about how I liked yours the most, and they would have known it was me. So I was like, okay, whatever.
You're like, fine.
Whatever. I guess I'll be most creative.
Whatever.
But yeah, so I worked at a mortgage company, and I was head of funding. I also ran our answering service. So I would basically people would just answer the phone and like send them to like escrow or foreclosure or whatever. So ran that. And
did you have to do any school for that, like a trade school or anything?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, that's cool. So
just
it's just
school.
like, hey.
Yeah, I think I was before I got into porn, I was looking into schooling to become an LOA.
Mm-hmm.
So loan officer's assistant to eventually become a loan officer.
Yeah.
And then I started fucking on camera.
Do you still want to do that someday?
Maybe.
Is that in your mind? Or
I can
is it?
see myself doing it just because I was really fucking good.
Yeah.
I went from call center to head of funding.
Yeah.
And doing all this in, I think, 2 years.
You're just so, you're such an extrovert and, so like bubbly that it would be very, very, very difficult to, two things, ever say no to you and to not like you. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's how I learned everything, because during lunch I would go sit in the guys' offices and sit on their laps and sit and watch them work and tell me how to do stuff. And then I eventually took their jobs.
You sit on their laps?
Yeah, I would sit on their laps. I would come after work and I would learn stuff, and eventually I ended up taking their jobs.
That's hilarious.
So sorry.
You're like, you thought I was interested, but really I was just watching what you do because I'm going to do it better.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
Yep. That's how it went.
That's really good. You're almost like a little sneaky detective.
Mm-hmm. A little sleuth, little Nancy Drew.
Maybe that could be your next costume.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Nancy Drew. Oh, let's see. How did you come up with your name?
Coco.
Is it
yeah?
Is it the typical dog name and then street?
Oh,
okay.
Lovelock is
okay.
It's a city in Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Coco, God, I don't know. Well, people used to call me it in high school. We'll just say that. We'll just say that.
Did you like cocaine? Is that why?
Yeah.
She's in love with the Coco.
It was Coco the Coco.
Oh God! I've got her here, guys, live in person. That's awesome.
Coco the Coco.
Yeah.
I still talk to some people from high school.
Do they still call you that?
They still call me Coco.
Yeah.
It's funny, like when all the nominations came out for AVN, I actually got more texts from people from my high school than I did within the industry. Just being like, "Oh my God, I just saw this came out."
That's so cool.
And like they knew before I knew.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did you guys know? And they're like, we looked it up. We knew it was coming. I'm like, okay.
You're like, okay, hey, stalkers. No, I'm just kidding.
It's like, hey, I haven't talked to you since high school.
Yeah. Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Keep
it.
watching. Not gonna suck your dick anymore. But
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Like, people always say, make it your first dog's name, and then the street you grew up on. Mine would be Buddy Baker.
Buddy Baker.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
I'm like,
though.
no. It's
so
catchy,
cute.
but you can call me BB.
Yeah, I know for a while, like, because I've talked to people that oh my God, BB. But I know for a while,
BBC.
BBC.
Love it.
But I know for a while people would use like a street from like the Valley. because like the valley is like Porn Valley, so there's like so many people with their last name as like a street in the valley. Yeah. I was talking to like a few people who are in the industry, and they're like, well, what would my porn name be? I'm like, okay, let's think of some stuff. I'm like, where do you live in the valley? And so we got like, I think one of them was like Tommy Tarzana. Like, but that's the one that
I'm guessing you lived in Tarzana.
They may.
He might. I have no idea. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Is that the funniest name you came up with?
There was Vinny Ventura.
Mm-hmm.
I like Vinny Ventura.
I love how all of them have the same like first letter. You know what I mean?
It's catchy. We always like at like my house will always be like Heat Heroes, Meat Masters, like.
What about Long Dong Silver?
Oh my Long Dong Silver! Somebody needs to take that. Come in the industry.
Yeah, I just feel like that would be really great.
Oh my god, that's like
or Girth Brooks. I think
Girth. Girth Brooks.
Yeah.
I
think someone might have done that already, but I'm not sure. But that's a cool name too.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we know he's girthy. Got it.
Girthy. What if he's just
yeah, what if he's not? And that's his name.
It's just like,
your name is a false advertisement.
False advertisement. Get off my set.
Bye. So, what's your favorite place you think that you've ever been to? Like anywhere.
Well, just California.
Yeah.
So I just, because when I was younger, I mean, Montana and stuff, they're pretty. Yeah. There's not like shit to really do besides outdoor activities. Yeah. Here you get like the best of both worlds, and I haven't been out of like.
Do you still like to do outdoor activities?
Like hiking and stuff sometimes. I haven't really, since I've moved here, I haven't really gone out and done much besides like hiking or like the beach, but it's really nice. And I know you have like the mountains pretty close by. Like. Yeah. So if I wanted to, I could. But I also, fun fact, I don't drive, so I gotta find somebody that's willing to.
Why don't you drive?
I
always wonder that. She always Ubers everywhere.
So I have cataracts in my right eye. And I'm really short, so that's just like the perfect like combination to get into a car accident. Got it. And so I've always been way too afraid to drive.
Gotcha. So that's really good of you. Yeah. Or really kind of you. Yeah. You know, it's funny that you say that though, because when I went, when I got married, I had to go to the DMV, get a new license because I changed my last name. And the guy before me, like I was waiting right behind him, he was arguing with the lady because he kept failing the test where you put your head down and, you know, you see in the box or whatever. They did it like 4 or 5 times and he kept failing it. And she's like, "Sir, I'm sorry, but I'm not able to give you a license. You can't drive like that. You can't see." He goes, "It's fine. I'll get some glasses. My doctor will give me some glasses. It's fine. Just give me it." And she's like, "Sir, you cannot operate a vehicle like that. Yeah. Like, you cannot see." He's like, "I can see out of my right eye. There's nothing in the left, but the right's fine." She's like, "That's the problem."
Oh my gosh, him and I together would be the power couple because I have a shitty right eye. I have a good left eye. He has a good right eye. Yeah. I can sit on his lap. Here we go.
That would look like some sort of fucking, I don't even know what that would look like. You on his lap.
It looked like he's teaching his daughter how to drive.
You're like, "My foot can't reach the pedals. Can you do that, please?
Can you press them for me and I'll turn?" Thanks, Dad.
What size shoes do you wear?
Size 4, 5, depending on.
Is it hard finding shoes?
Oh, it's so hard. But I just recently found, what is it? Is it Steve Madden? Mm-hmm. I think Steve Madden, they sell insoles for the back and in the front. So
I need the front ones.
Yeah.
I have some shoes that need that. But.
Yeah, so I can get like 5.5s, and if I'm putting both, then it'll make it
your size.
Fit my foot, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes it easy as fuck to walk in.
What about for heels?
That was for heels.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Look at you little inventor.
I know. I'm trying.
You're like, "I am fitting into these no matter what."
No matter what. Yeah, I had to get them for, found out about them for Kinky Rabbit. Mm-hmm. Because I had to get pink heels for Kinky Rabbit.
Yeah. Are you allowed to talk about Kinky Rabbit?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody?
So, Kinky Rabbit is like a very exclusive sex club. It's a very... it's like the elite go there.
Based in LA.
And, yeah, based in LA. And so performer will put a performance on of us doing whatever, like playing with each other, while people just sit around and watch. And then there's like, after the performance, you can, the people can go upstairs, and there are rooms you can like pay for to like have like fuck whoever like you brought with in your rooms. And then after the performance, the girls can like walk around and like tease guests and like sit and talk to them, and it's so much fun.
Sounds sexy.
Oh,
I'm just wondering, is it considered like a swingers club?
I think
because a lot of like couples go there and like kind of just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it'd be like a swingers club, but I mean they change the location every time. I think.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, I think it's like a swingers club, but not like in Vegas they have swingers clubs where it's just always one house, the same house.
Yeah. I actually shot at one. It wasn't in a house, it was in like a building, and it was really strange.
Was it Green Door?
What was it?
Green Door in Vegas.
Green Door. I'm not sure. You walk up the stairs like okay. Yeah, and right when you walk in, there's that big like round thing right there. Yep. That's where I did my blow bang at.
Really?
Yeah. And then you walk up, there's the bathroom and the room, and then the room in the back with the bondage stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I used to love going to swingers clubs.
Yeah. I didn't actually like go there while it was like open with other people there, but I was there and I did a blow bang with like I think like 8 or 9 guys. So there was a lot of us there, and then the crew and stuff, but it was fun. It was just really cold in there. Yeah. I
mean, because you have to think like when they keep it really cold, because when there are like
sweaty and is that how it is?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun though. I used to go there when I was like to swingers clubs when I was like 18 until like I moved to Cali, and they're so much fun.
What do you like most about it?
It's like being an exhibitionist, like having people watch, or like just watching other people, seeing the different types of people there. And then it's like a very like open space. Like you can sit and talk to anybody about everything. Everybody's just sitting there naked talking to each other.
Yeah, and nobody's allowed to take photos or video, right?
Yeah, no photos or video.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like...
That's cool too. You know what I mean? It makes other people that aren't used to the cameras and stuff, they have like a safe space to explore their, sexual desires.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the same thing with Kinky Rabbit. As soon as you come through the door, you have to check your phones in like a thing. Swingers clubs in Vegas, they didn't do that. It's just if they saw your phone come out, you would get like escorted out of the building.
Yeah. Everybody needs to stay safe and have fun.
Yeah, and I know in Vegas, too, they do free testing at some of the swingers clubs.
That's really cool. Yeah, for everyone who is sexually active, testing is really great. We get tested every 13, 14 days, and COVID tested all the time. I'm like COVID testing like every 48 hours. Yeah. But and you get tested for, all STDs, HIV, all that jazz.
All the goods.
Yeah, so be safe. And if you don't want to test, then wrap it up. Wrap that up.
And condoms aren't as bad as people say they are. I mean, they're not great, but they're not as like...
The newer ones aren't bad. Like, there's some newer ones that are like really thin, so it almost feels like it's not even on there.
Yeah.
So there are some good new ones, but
it's not as bad as people say. So if he says he doesn't want to wrap it up, just walk out. Or if his dick's too big, because you've seen the videos of people putting like the condoms outside like the door while they're driving. It's like, his dick's not that big, sweetie. If Dread can put a condom on, you can too.
Right? I love Dread. Hi, Dread. Shout out to Dread. This is a interesting question. What's your horoscope sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about being a Gemini.
Everybody fucking hates us.
Yeah?
Everybody hates Geminis.
Yeah?
Like the second, because they're supposed to be like two-faced. I actually don't know too much about the sign, because people started telling me how much they fucking hate it, and so I'm like, okay, what's the fucking point? I just know I'm hated, so.
Yeah.
But I know that
we could Google it if you want to know. I could just say, what is the main traits of a Gemini?
Traits. Oh, flexible, extroverted, and clever. There is never a boring moment while they're around. Their flaws include indecisiveness, impulsivity, and oh my god.
Reliability?
Yes.
Yeah. It's okay.
And nosiness. Oh.
No. You're like, no.
Not me. It can never be me. You gotta delete that part about my
I like that. Well,
I see that.
you like learn things like every day. Now
Yeah.
you just learn more about being a Gemini.
Learning on the sauce with
Yes.
Kenzie Taylor.
Yes. I'm glad you like your little
Oh
wine tumbler.
It's so cute.
Right?
It's so cute.
I think so too.
You
I
should
really
like make
it.
these good little merch store.
With those, you think?
Yeah.
Maybe. Good idea, Coco. And then you can get like a percentage of residuals for thinking of the idea.
Yep, right here.
So, do you have like a bucket list of things that you want to do that you haven't done yet? Either, in your personal life or work-wise?
Work-wise, I want to do a blow bang and a gang bang. Really fucking bad. I was supposed to do a blow bang, but it got canceled.
Yeah. It's difficult because you have to book so many males, you know what I mean? So and it's like if one person cancels and it kind of throws things off, and that's probably what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. So, but I really want to do a blow bang because I love sucking dick so much. Like, I think the longest I ever sucked dick was for 3 hours.
Oh God! Did you get like lockjaw?
So like I was going with this guy to, it was like a little hippie retreat, right? And there was like, at the beginning of it, there was like yoga and ice baths. And I was like, I'm not fucking doing yoga or a fucking ice bath.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, well, if you can deep throat my dick, then we can like miss out on that. I'm like, oh, bet, baby boy.
You're like, hold on a second, let me tie my hair back. Okay, let's go.
I'm like, Coco is coming out to play. And so I deep throated his dick, and I was just like, this view is actually really nice. Can I just suck your dick here? And he was like, yeah. And we're talking to him like, I wonder how long like the longest like video is on Pornhub of somebody sucking dick, and it is 2 hours.
So you wanted to beat that.
So we wanted to beat it. And it was perfect because we needed time to skip out on the yoga and the ice baths.
Yeah.
So
what do you do for 2 hours? I'm just like, or 3 hours.
Suck his
the
dick.
whole time,
He
like
played music, was on his phone.
on your hand, didn't it get like soggy?
Yeah, I got all pruny.
Yeah. You're like,
yeah. I mean, we stopped like 2 or 3 times when people were like walking by.
Yeah.
But besides that, no, just kept going.
Is there anything on your bucket list that you want to do like in your personal life?
I want to like travel outside the country. Since I've
Where do you really want to go? If you could pick like the first 3 places, what would they be?
I don't know, like somewhere tropical, like because I want to go
Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico. What is like where Kim Kardashian lost her earring and is like crying? Like, have you seen that?
Yeah, I seen that. And it was ridiculous. I think it was like for publicity, but I'm not sure where that was. But New Zealand's good too.
New Zealand,
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot. So what is your week usually like? I mean, obviously you work, but like other than that, like what do you do? Do you have any projects you're working on, or do you just do like OnlyFans or?
Yeah, just OnlyFans, and then we've just been like fixing up the house I'm staying at.
Are you like renovation?
Yeah,
like painting and stuff like that.
Yeah, painting. We have a whole room where they're turning into a shoot room for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm bringing furniture in there this week. I think this week or next week I'm gonna be bringing in furniture because everything's like finally set up. Besides, we need like baseboards put in. So we've been doing that, and April 1st is when I'm going to be posting a whole bunch of new stuff on my OnlyFans where I don't look like a teen. So it is going to be perfect because people aren't going to know if it's a joke or not. And like I have like a whole bunch of crazy videos. And so it's all going to be posted April 1st.
Nice. Well, shout out to that.
Yeah.
Well, how about you share to everyone all of your social media links, everywhere where they can find you, your website, anything you want to say?
Okay, so we have onlyfans.com/Coco Lovelock. You can find me on Twitter at, I think it's official Coco LOV, and Instagram at Coco Lovelock Coco_Lovelock, and then the number 2.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you.
Of course. No, this was so much fun. I loved it.
I really love being around you. Like, your energy is just so great. You're such a sweetie pie.
Oh, stop it.
All right, guys. Well, I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.